Money, 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 money. We're gonna go fancy and bougie today. Because today we're gonna be doing the first ever, the most expensive broccoli and beef. I've done the math doing the cost analysis of the cost of goods and what a normal restaurant would normally charge for something like this. Check out my chart for my cost analysis. I've broken everything down for you over here. We're using 2 different cuts of Wagyu beef. Marinated flank steak Wagyu, and then I'm also doing a thinly sliced New York strip Wagyu beef on top of the world's most expensive rice, the Kinmemai Rice. We're also going to be using an artisan soy sauce, which is the world's most expensive soy sauce because it uses specific soybeans and it undergoes a special manufacturing process, and it's imported directly from Japan. And to top it all off, to make it more expensive, we're going to dust it with some edible gold flakes. If you're lucky, your city might have a Japanese-specific grocery market. This is where you're going to find the Wagyu beef. Wagyu beef has significantly higher levels of intramuscular fat, aka marbling. Marbling impacts the tenderness, moistness, and overall flavor that has become one of the most well-known elements of steak evaluation. Besides having the highest levels of marbling, the meat texture is finer, and the super beef is known for being so tender that it actually melts in your mouth because the fat in Wagyu has a melting point lower than the human body temperature, which is what makes it melt in your mouth. Let's thinly slice a New York strip cut of Wagyu into smaller pieces to flash sear later. Best of all, Wagyu is not only mouth-wateringly delicious, it's proven to be good for you as well. Now let's roll up and slice the Wagyu flank steak. You can cut thicker pieces as this meat will just fall apart in your hands if it's too thin. Wagyu comes packed with a higher concentration of monosaturated fat, the good fats, compared to other beef. Now we're going to marinate it with the sauce that will go in with the broccoli. In a bowl with the meat, add in a half cup of the expensive artisan soy sauce, a quarter cup of cooking sake or mirin, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, a tablespoon of sesame oil, a pinch of white pepper, and a few teaspoons of potato or cornstarch. Grate or dice up garlic and ginger and let it marinate. Let's prep the broccoli. Cut it into bite-sized pieces and set aside. Cut half the stems off the broccolini. With a pot of boiling water, let's blanch the broccoli. Submerge the broccoli in without burning your hands and boil for about 2 to 3 minutes. Then put it into an ice bath to stop the cooking process. Let's get the dipping sauce. Get a quarter cup of soy sauce, a pinch of white pepper, a dash of sesame oil and sake or mirin, a touch of brown sugar. Top it off with roasted sesame seeds. Now thinly slice a half an onion and prepare your wok. With the wok heated, pour some oil in. Let's throw that cold broccoli in with the onions. Add some sake or mirin to help steam the onions. Now let's add in the marinated beef. Keep in mind that Wagyu cooks extremely fast, so keep a close eye on it. Add in a cornstarch slurry to thicken the sauce. Always taste test your food. Add in some brown sugar to balance the saltiness. Now let's flash sear the New York Wagyu. These are pretty much done once they hit the pan. That's how fast they cook. So watch yourself and pull these off ASAP to set aside. With the Kinmemai Rice already cooked, let's plate it up. I got this fancy food styling plating kit from my dear friends Chris and Kelsey. Let's get artsy with it. With the tweezers, I lay down the strip steak on top of the formed rice ball. Then I gently lay down the bigger pieces of broccolini, and now spooned in the regular broccoli and beef with some sauce. Always clean your plate for appearance sake. Sprinkle some roasted sesame seeds on top and carefully place the 24-karat edible gold flakes right in the middle of the strip steak. Now, let's look at the finished product and see what it tastes like. Let's dig in first. I made this sauce on the side to dip the Wagyu beef in because it's not flavored at all. Oh, you didn't see that. That Wagyu beef just falls apart in your mouth. It's amazing. Gold flakes don't really have any flavor, but it's just for show. Broccoli still has a nice crunch to it, but it's not too hard. World's most expensive broccoli and beef here. The Wagyu flank steak just falls right apart. That's why I kind of threw it in last at the in the wok, because it doesn't need that much cooking time, because pretty much within under a minute it just cooks, and everything just kind of like binds together really nice. It's definitely a classy item. I had to add in some extra brown sugar at the end, just kind of like up the sweetness and that savory flavor to counteract the artisan soy sauce, because that was it's not light, it's not low sodium soy sauce, so I had to kind of rebalance it out. But good stuff. Hope you guys get to try it at home.